It's only day 2 of Trump's presidency, and already everyone is mad at him. I mean, guys, can you give him a minute? Let him sit down. It started in the morning when Trump went to the traditional post-inauguration church service, which is not exactly his preferred way to start the day. It's never fun for him to be a guest at someone else's rally. And to make matters worse, the preacher was kind of preachy.
Mr. President, I ask you to have mercy upon the people in our country who are scared now. Gay, lesbian, and transgender children, and the people who pick our crops and clean our office buildings, who labor in poultry farms and meat packing plants, who wash the dishes after we eat in restaurants and work the night shifts in hospitals. They may not be citizens or have the proper documentation, but the vast majority of immigrants are not criminals.
New executive order. We are banning church. Hey, Bishop, please, all right? We don't go to church to hear a lecture about having mercy on the less fortunate. That's not what church is for. And Trump was like, I only came here because I heard there were free crackers, and now I'm getting roasted by Tig Notaro. And he was probably looking up at Jesus on the cross and thinking, hey, you and me both, brother. To be fair, I mean, can you imagine going to church and the pastor is only addressing you? Like, this next sermon is about the sinners, the cheaters, the degenerate gamblers. Gary? The point is, no one has ever had a worse time in church than Trump did. And yes, I've seen Spotlight. And you could tell that he had a bad time because of the way he came out of the church super bitchy.
Mr. President, what did you think of the sermon?
What did you think? Did you like it? Did you find it exciting?
Yeah, does that excite you? Did you like that? Watching your president get lectured to by Bishop Rachel Maddow? Get your little liberal card, you sick f***. And is this how we do presidential press conferences now? This is like TMZ at the departures hall at LAX. It's like, hey, Mr. President, what do you think about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni? But after getting yelled at by this church Karen, Trump was also getting yelled at by everyone just because he released hundreds of violent insurrectionists back into the streets or something. And yeah, okay, they beat some cops and broke some windows, but they were doing it for him. No one seems to understand that, and the media won't shut up with these unfair gotcha questions.
You would agree that it's never acceptable to assault a police officer,
Sure.
right? So then if I can, among those you pardoned, DJ Rodriguez, he drove a stun gun into the neck of a DC police officer who was abducted by the mob that day. He later confessed on video to the FBI and pleaded guilty for his crimes. Why does he deserve a pardon?
Well, I don't know. Was it a pardon? Because we're looking at commutes and we're looking at pardons. Okay, well, we'll take a look at everything.
We'll take a look at everything. Shouldn't you look at it before you issue the pardon? It's like, step 1, release the prisoners. Step 2, look into which prisoners we should release. F***ing nailed it.